Well, getting a driver's licence these days is a lot harder than it was 5 years ago. Learners have to log at least 100 hours on the road before they can even take the driving test. But is this enough? There are growing calls to continue formal driving instruction for P-platers. Leading the charge is a road safety organisation which has declared today Fatality Free Friday. Imogen Brennan reports.
Today I'm here to talk to the grade 8s at Trinity College about spinal injury. You'll never ever walk again like myself. Been in a chair 26 years. It's a hard life. Morning, kids. Morning. My name's Wayne. I'm from the Spinal Injury Association. I'm here to talk to you about your spines, and even when we go out.
Wayne Hawkins was 17 years old when his life changed forever.
My mate that owned the car wanted his girlfriend to drive. Now, I knew she was drunk, and I said, she's drunk. You know what he said to me? She drives all right when she's drunk.
It took one bad choice and an accident he thought could never happen.
So I got in the back, put my seatbelt on. She got in the front, took off down the road. 2 minutes later, we're going up a hill.
The driver lost control and the car rolled down an embankment. Wayne Hawkins' two friends who were with him in the back of the car weren't wearing seatbelts and died. The driver and passenger had only minor injuries, but Wayne Hawkins was left with a broken neck and bruised brain. He spent 115 days in a coma.
When I woke up, I couldn't eat or talk to her. I said I was just like being born and grown up. I could move my left arm, that was it. So I had to learn to do everything, so it took me about 4 years in hospital.
90 Queenslanders sustain a spinal cord injury every year, an average of one person every 4 days, with car accidents being the main cause. But police say they're just some of the many injuries they see on a daily basis.
In Queensland, fatalities, there's roughly around an average of 300 a year. In terms of people that are hospitalised, serious injuries, the average over the last 5 years has been around 6,200. So that equates roughly to about 20 a day across the state.
There's no way that car could stop in time, and in fact by the time he's hit the brakes...
Russell White has been educating in driver safety for more than 2 decades.
Most people don't understand how long it takes to physically stop a car, and therefore they won't allow enough room for reaction time, let alone stopping distance as well.
We took a drive along the Pacific motorway, and within minutes we were surrounded by drivers that he says were making risky mistakes.
See, here's a good example. Like, did he really give enough time to merge there? You know, this car's merged and he started to merge as well. I really believe there's no other issue at the moment that is of so much great importance. It's something that we see in the papers every single day. We talk a lot about the fatalities, but for every one of those, there's at least 20 or 30 more people that are injured, and some of those people are injured for life.
Russell White says it raises the question of whether enough is being done to educate drivers about road safety. In 2007, the Queensland Government introduced stricter laws for young learners. They now have to complete 100 hours of supervised driving. Russell White says it's a good start.
OK, started up. Bit of acceleration. OK, she's going.
But the law needs to go one step further by introducing compulsory defensive driving courses or simulator training for new drivers.
So what we're about to do is merge onto an expressway.
People are taught at a preschool level, so they know the basic road rules, they know basically how to move the car from point A to point B. But when we're expecting them to operate at a university level, there's a huge gap, if you like, in that learning process.
I mean, flying through the air, end over end over end.
It's a call that has Wayne Hawkins' full support. He wants to see better education to change driver behaviours and attitudes.
I think the talks that I do should be compulsory in every school, state and private. Now, I did a private school this morning, but we don't go to every school. We only go to the schools that want us. We email every school in Queensland and a couple over the border, just over the border. And if they want us, they email back and then we go out. But we should be going to every school, not just some. And they should be made listen. And the government should fund it.
What things do you miss out on now?
You miss out on a lot of things, but if I could walk for a day, I'd go to Dreamworld or Wet and Wild and go water sliding all day till I was pruny, right up to midnight.
By sharing his story and personal battles, he hopes it will make his audience think about the risks they're taking to avoid the same mistake he made. And despite his challenges, Wayne Hawkins remains positive.
I'm here. But you know what I think when people stare at me? I don't care why they stare, as long as they stare. Because when they stare, I think they're just looking at me because I'm hot.
Imogen Brennan reporting.